Hey everybody, it's Brick Waffle again, and we are back with another episode of WaffleMods 2 on the BlockFarmers server, and today I wanted to share with you a bit of a time-lapse. I went ahead and I've built the house outside. I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to turn around because I wanted to show you the time-lapse of me building it. Hopefully guys will enjoy this. So without further ado, let's start off with that. Alright, so there's the house all done, and you can see it needs some lighting up. We got a skeleton just spawned in there right now, and we need to put some doors in. We need a door over here, and some doors around the front for the little dock out this side, and then we also need to put in, oh hello skeleton. We need to put in a few more things here. Probably see if he can come outside. He might not do it. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, there's a little bit of an overhang here for him to stay in the light. Ooh, did we get a skeleton skull? We did. There's an elevator over on this side that the the spider here wants to use, I think. But we need to figure out how to put another one of these up a level into the ceiling right there. Maybe that's not where the best place to be is. So we need to figure out a way to get up into that area as well. But we'll get all that sorted out here, and I just need to make a few things and come back. But before we do that, let's take a quick look at these other buildings that you may have noticed. So we've got our stables for the sheep. Sakala's going to do one of every color, so we've got 16 stalls in here, one for every color of sheep. She's just been breeding a little bit of the black and white and gray ones right now. And then we've also got this little barn for the cows and the pigs with some of these lamps in them. I think these are from Simply Upgrades or Simple Upgrades. What is that one called? Yeah, Simple Upgrades, red lamp blocks. Those are just torches and glass. That's really easy. And then these, this is our chicken coop, so these are our chickens. And in here we've got a fair number of eggs and feathers. That's coming along pretty nicely. And then the last but not least, we've got our little enchanting room over here. Very basic structure with some simple steps. And we've got our bookshelves, we've got our enchanting table, we got a chest for our lapis, and we've got an anvil. So that's really all you need in an enchanting area. And then, of course, we put in some lunar panels here to complement our solar panels, so our ring works no problem, night and day, non-stop. And we've crafted a little bit of endstone because we found 2 ender lily seeds in a dungeon chest. So now that we can craft endstone, we can get this without going to the end, and that's helping us get pearls, so we can make more things like elevators. All right, so let's go ahead and pop inside here, and we'll take a quick look at that, and let's put some of this stuff away. All right, elevator blocks are ender alloy basic, wool, pressure plates, sticky pistons, and redstone. This ender alloy is an ender pearl and 4 iron ingots, and that gives us 4 ender alloys. We don't have any of that right now, do we? We don't, yeah. All right, so let's get one of these made. There's 4 of it. And then what do we need for that? We need a sticky piston. Do we have any regular pistons? We sure don't. Do one of those. And then the sticky piston. And then what else do we need? A stone pressure plate. Get one of those. And then that's going to get us a pair of elevators. Fantastic. I think what we want to do is put those in over that side. But let's see, doors. I really like the spruce doors. So I think we're going to have to craft a couple of those as well. So let's do door. Spruce door. You know, dark oak doors look good too. Do we have any dark oak? We don't. Spruce doors. Perfect, and we need exactly 3 doors. And then we're also going to need some lamps. Do we have any more of those lamps? We don't. Do we have... I bet we have some torches in there, though. Hopefully we do. Lamp. So these things are working pretty good for us over in the barn. I think we want to use these again. Let's use some brown ones this time. Do we have brown stained glass? We sure do now. Let's go ahead and make... let's make 56 of those. Why not? And then we need brown lamps right in here. We don't have any torches, apparently. That's unfortunate. Torch. We don't have any coal. All right, we've got coal blocks. There we go. Now I got that. We can do our torches. We probably don't have enough sticks either, so let's do that. There's some sticks. And brown lamp, torch. There we go. Bunch of those. Let's throw some more of those in there. And now we can make some brown lamps. Nice. There we go. So that's going to help us get this place lit up and safe and able to get up and down between the floors here. So let's start with these coming in from this side. Let's go that corner and that corner. That looks good. And then over here, we want this one to be facing like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to hit F7, and we can see all the areas that we need to light up so that stuff doesn't spawn. We might be able to do that with the lanterns in the ceiling here. Might have to check that out. Probably ought to do that upstairs, actually. So let's think. Where do we want the upstairs to go? This beam right here is the edge of the upstairs area. So probably on this side, we want to have this. We could do it in a corner. We could do it on a wall over here. Where do we want to have that? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it right here. Oh, didn't mean to take out that dirt too. That's all right. Hey, come back here. Dirt. There we go. And then we want to take out that block and that block. Did I do this? I did it a little wrong. Okay, I need to go a little further forward. All right, so let's put birch back, oak back, do that one, get this guy back. There we go. And that elevator, now we can jump up here, we teleport up, we have access to this room, teleport back down. There we go. We make the happy little Enderman sounds every time. Fantastic. So now we want to do, we could put some in the floor here, potentially. The only downside is I think I want to do some beams of this, and we got to do something with this room as well, because this is looking pretty dark at night. Let's take that one out and put in a lamp block, and it gives about as much light as a torch. I think that's going to be all right. That's going to line up with the door pretty nicely. And then what about in here? Do we want to just do some ceiling lights like this? And then maybe, how far do we have to go? Maybe one over from the edge again. That would be right here next to the elevator. See if we can put those in. Let's actually move these so they're a little closer to what we're working with. That's actually going to cover this whole room pretty easily and the outside. So it looks like we're good in here. We got no more spawnable spaces except for the roof, and we'll deal with that in a little bit too. This roof is fine, but whenever you have slabs, you can potentially have some spawnable spaces. And it looks like we might need a few of them out here as well. So we could do a little pattern like this. That's kind of overkill, but I think it's going to look nicer. Let's do that, 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 and that. Then let's go ahead and grab under here and get our slabs back, just because, you know, saving some materials. There we go. Yeah, that's going to be all right. And then inside, we got a lot more stuff to grab. So let's go ahead and pick up some of these things. Now, putting these in the ceiling, as you can see, that doesn't really do much. There's like a tiny area down here that's covered. We might have to also put floor lighting on this level, or we could do some torch lighting in the walls, stuff like that. I don't want to put any lamps in the walls because then they're going to stick through to the outside. I think we might want to do some floor lighting in here as well, and then we can cover some of that up with carpets and things. So carpets will also prevent spawning, so we don't really have to have this super lit up. But once we have this all figured out, this area is definitely going to need a lamp. And let's just put it beside the elevator because I think that's going to look nice, even though now I kind of want to do that one a different way. You know, if I go up here, will this work? If I move this one over to there, is that going to cover the whole edge? Let's see. If I do it that way, it is. Okay, perfect. So we can do that. And that's going to line up nice and symmetrical with what we have downstairs. So let's pop down here. There we go. So that's going to line up. One is a light, one is an elevator. And then we probably want some lights. I don't know, maybe we want some out here kind of in line with the doorway. Let's try here and here. That looks pretty good. And then do we need some more out this way? I don't know if I want to do... I don't really want to do a square here of lights, but I guess I can. It's kind of overkill, but it's going to be symmetrical. It's going to help us establish a nice pattern. That goes all the way to that wall. And then how far apart are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be where those next lights would be. So they're the same distance apart. That looks pretty good. And now the downside is that these don't really line up very well with this one. So I actually think we're going to cut this in a little bit. Let's bring that in. Whoop, that really goes through it. Let's put that down and that down. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Oh. You know what? That's not going to work. We're going to have it back over here some. Okay, so let's put these back. Man, that thing just tears through dirt, doesn't it? All right, once we cover this up with carpets, it's not going to matter anyway. So let's come over here, and we're going to pick one that's going to be probably in between this set of windows and this door. And this is only going to probably need one of these. Perfect. And then this one can be over here, maybe by this beam. So that's going to work for that side. Very nice. And then over here, we're going to need something a little bit different, I think. We're going to need one that's kind of right here. And maybe 1, 2, 3. Wait, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. This one. Let's see how this looks. And there and there. And now the whole inside's lit up. It's nothing can spawn in here. So that's going to look pretty good for us. Let's go ahead and grab our ender bag of holding. I don't think I showed you guys this either, but now we have an ender bag of holding that connects to our storage system. So we can dump everything in there from wherever we are. That's pretty nice. Now we need to make some carpets and get some decorations going on in here. And maybe do a little bit with the outside, get some plants going on. So we do have this area out here is still spawnable. What if we put another torch kind of directly across from this doorway? So let's see, right here, line it up right on that post. No, that post I said. Oh, hello. And then right over on this post would be in the middle. And then that guy's just going to be lit up, huh? Okay. I don't have my bow with me, so let's go ahead and close that for now. We're going to have to figure out some way to light up that one little square. I don't want to have one spot in the yard where a creeper could spawn and then ruin things for us. But it looks pretty good so far. It looks like nothing can spawn in the house. We got that one little spot on the roof that we need to take care of as well. Let's pop over here and see if we can get to bed before monsters get too close. Yeah, we can, with an arrow in our chest. All right. So let's see, what do we want to do for that? We need some pressure plates. Do we have any pressure plates? We don't. Let's see, we should make some of those. We got some wood in here. Come on, backspace. Let's do some birch ones, because I think most of our floors... No, our floors are actually oak, aren't they? Let's do some oak. 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's get a 4th one for the upstairs door. We need to keep some torches with us. Might need to keep those lamps, though, now that I'm thinking about it. Might need a few more of those. Let's just grab that. And then, what else did we say we needed? We need some plants. We have some allium here. Let's get those. What other kind of flowers do we have? We've got some lavender. I don't want to plant any trees over there just yet. Let's see, what else do we have? Got some blue orchids. Got a handful of other stuff, some violets. That's looking pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's going to be alright for now. Maybe if we really wanted to get crazy, we could do some of the black lotus from the different mods. But I think we're going to be okay with what we've got in our hands so far. Okay, here's a rose bush. I like the double tall ones. We can make more of those if we have some bone meal. Oops. Nope, just bone meal. Let's get some more of that. That's going to be fine. Okay. Whoop, hello, creeper. I saw you. Let's get away from the house. Man, he was right up by the door, too, wasn't he? Jerk. Tiny skeleton from Mechanism. Come on, all the way into the water where you can't blow up any blocks. There you go. Now you blow up if you want. Yep. Okay, fine. Let's grab those bones to replace what we just made bone meal with. And let's come and kill this skeleton. What are you doing over here wearing your crazy armor? Hey, there you go. Alright, so now we want to put... Let's do lavender on these. That looks pretty good. We'll do some allium back here. We'll have this be the purple area. Let's do some blue orchids on this side. And let's see, what else do we have? We got some violets. Let's do some violets in the double beds here. And we got a double bed on this side that needs some violets. There we go. Let's do some more lavender on this one. And we're going to do some allium over here. That might be too tall, actually. Might need to go with a shorter one. Because that's going to block up our windows pretty good. Can I get in that one? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. And then maybe some more allium down here. And down here. For now, I think that's fine. I think we'll start with that. And we'll see how things go. From the big tall windows, I think that's no problem at all. Let's put a pressure plate right here. That way we can close this door when we walk over it. And for the same reason, we're going to do one over here. There we go. And then we're going to come over to this side, and we're going to take the elevator up. And we're going to put one right in here. Oh, we didn't make another door for this. Alright, so we're going to need to make another door for sure. Those lavender do kind of fill up the window. I'm not sure about this. I'm really not. But I think like these allium are okay. Because you can kind of see out past them. But there's nice flowers in every window. I think that's going to be fine. Alright, and then let's see about lighting up the downstairs and putting in some rose bushes. So we still got to deal with this one little spot. I think what I'm going to do... what am I going to do? I think I'm going to put... I'm going to put a lamp down here for now, and we're going to get some leaves in a little bit, and we're going to put in some more leaves and some other colors in that little area, and bone meal it up. Make it look pretty nice. Alright, let's come back to this thing. That looks pretty decent. Oh, I didn't mean to put those roses away. Went a little too fast. So there's some bone meal, and where's our roses? There we go. Let's just go ahead and grab these things. We're going to do this, grab our bone meal, and just bone meal the top of this thing until we get more roses out of it. There we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make another door while we're here as well. Alright, so that we need some spruce. There's that. Okay. And I think we're good. We can turn off the display of all the lighting areas there. We need a door up here. And that wants to be facing that way. There we go. And we're going to put some rose bushes by some of our doors. I don't think we can put them in the back here. Maybe we can do these in the corners, though. That might look nice. Yeah, that looks pretty good in the corner. Let's do one there and over here as well. And then if we swing around to the front side, on the back deck, there's really no place to put the rose bushes and that sort of thing. You know what? I've just noticed there's no way into this house unless you're flying. The only ways in are through the garden or through the dock. Whoops. So that means we need to have, this is pretty much going to be our main entrance then. So we need to take this torch out here and put in a gate. And is that going to mess up? Yeah, it's going to mess up our lighting. Okay, so let's take this guy back out. Whoa. Man, that thing goes through dirt. No. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to have to put in some torches, I think. Maybe here and here. And that covers our lighting issue anyway. So we just need to get some more dirt blocks. That's looking pretty nice. Okay, so dirt and fences, and then we need to start decorating the inside. Okay, and there it is with some paths. So these paths go all the way around to our nether portal over here, around the building, and up to the back side where we have our furnace and our back entrance to our little starting house here, over to the donkey and horse pen. We need to work on it up to the enchanting table at some point, but I'm not sure if that's where that's going to stay. We might actually move that into the house. This was always intended to be temporary. And then over to the main barns. I don't see the chicken coop having one yet, but we might do that in a little bit as well. Just kind of a little path right over to there. So maybe a bit more pathing to do. And then when it gets closer to the house, it switches over to gravel. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this whole thing in gravel, but I need to gather up some more of it before that. That's as much gravel as I had. And then I switched out the plants up here with these leaf carpets from Quark. And these look a lot better. They look like they're green from the top. They look like little hedges, and they don't intrude on the window too much. So I think that's going to be a good balance. And then inside, of course, you can probably see that through the windows already. We've got a lot of carpet. This is a tremendous amount. I want to say this was 5 stacks of carpet. And then we come up here and there's a little bit on this side as well. But there we go. Everything's carpeted. The only things that we see are a few of the pressure plates and a few of the elevators. And that's all we're going to do. And this elevator here is going to stay because that's going to go down to our mine at some point as well. But for now, I think that's it. I think that's all we wanted to do. And I think we're actually going to call the episode here. So we did a little bit of work on building today, nothing real technical. I will say that I did start a mechanism, what is this, in metallurgic infuser? Yep, or enrichment chamber, that's weird. Nope, it's metallurgic infuser, the tooltip's just wrong. And then a generator here is just a coal generator, and it will power up the metallurgic infuser, and we can use that to start making alloys so we can start getting into mechanism, and I'll probably do that in the next episode. So hopefully you guys liked this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, then make sure to subscribe, and as always, I've been Brick Waffle. Thank you for watching.